Hello and welcome to the teaching learning process again. Dear student, today we are going to learn a very important lesson of 10th standard, that is 1.2, an encounter of a special kind. This is a story of a human being, relationship of human being and animal. This is the story by Tapan Mukherjee about a young boy who rescued and nursed and saved a baby langur attacked by a dominant male langur with intent to kill. The story depicts the bond of trust, compassion, and mutual understanding between the man and animal. So we can see in the picture also that the young boy had rescued the little baby, and we can see in the second picture the mother langur and the baby langur and the relationship which has created in between them because of the rescue operation which was started and ended by the writer. Now we are going to see the lesson picture by picture. What you have to do? You have to open your textbook, see into your textbook, and as well as see towards the picture and understand the story, and then upon we are going to learn the workshop after the story. So here we go. The actual story happens in Raniganj. Raniganj is a district in West Bengal, and in that district writer's father was a medical profession working for a private camp in the Raniganj in West Bengal. So we can see the author's father was a medical profession and working for the people. Every day he checks the people and suggests them the medicines and doing the very noble work. We can see the author's house was individual bungalow in around the corner. The bungalow was covered with the various flowers and trees. We can see various trees nearby the bungalow, and on that trees there are various flowers and various blossoms were there. And not only the trees, but also there is a garden also. And in the garden there are plenty of fruits, plenty of vegetables were there. And as the fruits, vegetables and garden is available, what should be there? Yes, definitely. There were various birds and animals were attracted towards the garden to eat the fruits and flowers also, in the vegetables also. And among those was there a group of langurs. Many species and birds of group of langurs who entered there in the search of fruits and vegetables. So there were various langurs in that garden of the writer's father's house, and various animals and birds also visited there. Now the incident happened on the Saturday. One Saturday afternoon, when the incident was depicted on the writer's mind forever. What happened? As the vacations were going on regarding to Durga festival, and as the festival was there, everybody had a great treat, not only in the form of eating, but in the form of reading books also. But what happens today? Today, we spend our festivals in watching televisions and eating various sweets. But in that period, as the televisions was not there, as it had not spread everywhere in India, people were engaged themselves in reading books. And as the writer was reading the books, everyone was very keep quiet. After afternoon meal, everyone was sleeping. The writer's father was sleeping, and the writer was actually reading the books. And what was disturbing him? The chirping and cawing of crows and sparrows was only there. Some books were barking here and there, and at the same time a writer heard a loud barking of the dogs. The dogs were barking in the high pitch. The writer thought might be a wild pig has got into the group of dogs, and might be because of that the dogs are barking. But the barking was increasing time by time. At the same time, now it started a cawing of crows also. And the writer was very much amused, surprised. What is actually happening? So he put his book and came out. That small incident, what is actually happening. So the writer came into the balcony, and what he saw from the balcony? Now see, the writer glanced towards the clubhouse, and what was there? A big male langur. Eventually, the leader of the group was holding a baby langur and cruelly beating all over the langur. We can see in the picture that the male big langur was beating the little one, and we can see various langurs helplessly seeing towards it, and we can see at the top of the tree that a mother langur, we don't know what is that langur actually. It may be the mother of that boy, but she is looking very pitifully. She can't do anything because the male langur is very big and beating that little one very, very badly. And we can see the position of the mother langur here. She is very much in sorrow, very much in deep sorrow, looking towards her little one, but can't do anything as the male langur is beating the little one again and again, and no one can save that. It is an animal's tradition that the male langur is the dominant person in that particular group, and he did not allow any another male langur in his group. So the writer was very much panicked to see. First upon, he didn't understand what to do, but then upon, he decided to save that baby langur. And what he did? He took a big stick and tried to deceive that male langur from the baby. First upon, the male langur was not ready to rescue or to put the baby langur aside. But when the writer started throwing the stones, and also the dogs also helped, the dogs were started barking again and again. But the dogs were barking not to rescue that baby langur, but the dogs were barking that somehow the male langur should vanish from there and they could have a treat on that baby langur. But the writer tried his best to deceive that male langur, and actually the situation changed, that the stones were there, the writer was having a big stick, the male langur ran from that place, and what happened? The baby langur as the baby langur slided down listlessly over the roof, and a pack of dogs were excited at the prospect of good fish, as I have told you. But the writer was there, and the writer never let the dogs to touch the baby langur. The writer took the baby langur to his house, gave him some first aid, plastered him his hands, and put him into the lap and provided some food and provided some water. And after having some flash of water, the baby langur came to the sense, but he was very much frightened because of the male langur. As the male langur was beating him again and again, the baby langur was very much frightened and in the position of very much crying, almost crying. But at the same time, the writer put him on the table and gave all kind of first aid which the baby langur needed. But at the same time, what was happening on the other side? The mother langur was there looking up. He saw the mother langur closely monitoring every move of the author, as she was convinced that author is not going to harm anything to the baby langur. She is not going to disturb the author, disturb the writer to take care of that baby langur. And the writer saw the mother langur was watching them curiously. And after some time, the writer took the baby langur in his lap, as his mother, father, brother were all there, and the mother, father, at last the baby langur was rescued, and it was now okay. All the family members moved away from the baby langur, and as all the family members moved away from the baby langur, what happened? The mother langur came there, and she was very much pleased to see her baby was in a very nice position. Her life was sage. And now the mother langur was thinking. She caught hold of the baby langur. She was very much happy. and cuddled the baby langur in her blossom. But at the same time, she was thinking that now she has to escape from the situation with that baby langur in her lap, and she has to go. But at the same time, the baby langur was in the lap of mother langur, and the mother langur was thanking towards the writer, looking into his eyes. This brief meeting with the mother and langur convinced the author that the interspecies communication was there. That means trust, compassion, and mutual understanding between the man and animal. We can see there. And after that, then in a flash, after serving the area for the wicked male langur, she left the opposite and she moved from there. This incident also, after 55 years, the writer still remember these incidents, and the writer tells that still he remember the incident, that the story depicts the bond of trust, compassion, and mutual understanding between the man and animal. So it is a very nice interesting story. मानव प्राणी आणि प्राण्यांच्या मध्ये जी परस्परावरचा विश्वास, दया आणि एकमेकांबद्दल असलेली अंडरस्टँडिंग हीच या पाठातून दर्शवलेली आहे. माझी खात्री आहे या चित्रांच्या मदतीनं हा पाठ आपण खूप चांगल्या पद्धतीनं समजला असेल. यानंतर मी तुम्हाला वर्कशॉप पाठवणार आहे, आणि वर्कशॉप पाठवल्यानंतर ते वर्कशॉप सोडवून आपण परत आपल्या ग्रुपवर ते वर्कशॉप पाठवायचं. ठीक आहे.